We've got our route set up to allow us to do authentication with cookies, but there's some disadvantages to doing it this way, and we could maybe figure some of this out just by looking at our application. One of the issues is that we're just storing in our server is doing some lifting for us. Okay, as our application ends up growing, there's more information that we are putting in our session. So our server needs to do some work. This might not seem like a big deal for a small application, but as our application gets bigger, what's going to end up happening is that if we end up scaling out horizontally, meaning that we have multiple node processes that are running, if we're storing our session information in memory, that's going to be a little bit problematic because when a request comes in, we're going to have to go back to the process where the session ended up getting set. That's called sticky sessions. It's a problem that's pretty solvable, but we would actually have to take our session management up to some other level, store it in a database somewhere, and maybe use a Redis server or something along those lines. There's also another issue where if you're doing development for native applications, you could run into an issue where you're not going to be able to work with cookies so easily. We could also make the case where if you are hitting an API that's not on your server, then actually being able to set those cookie values for those APIs could be a little bit problematic. So cookie session's been around for a while, but there's another way that we could end up doing this, and we could do this with something that's called JSON Web Tokens, which a little bit of setup, but will end up making our life a little bit easier. And we're going to go and change these tests so that we're actually testing for JSON Web Tokens, and we'll end up changing our code as well.